Hello, dear Lena. How are you doing? You're welcome to class. Today on Brilliant Learning with Tutor Esther, we'll be learning quadratic expressions. Now, you need to understand that once you know quadratic expressions, whether in your junior secondary school or your senior secondary school, it will be essential, highly essential for everything you do in mathematics because it's a topic that is examined both in junior school and senior school. Is that okay? Now, what is a quadratic expression? A quadratic expression is an algebraic expression in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. You need to understand that this x can be any letter, it can be y, it can be n, it can be p, it can be any letter. We can have ap squared plus pb plus c. Okay, now what do we understand by a, b, c? Our a value is the coefficient of x squared. When we talk about the coefficient in mathematics, we are talking about the number beside, for example, x squared. In this case, the coefficient is a because a is the number beside x squared. So let's say we have 12x squared. The coefficient of x squared in this term will be 12. Okay. Now we also have our b as the coefficient of x, and that is the number beside x. We have c as our constant. Okay. Now let us look at the examples of quadratic expressions. We have x squared plus 3x plus 2. In this case, our a value is 1, which is plus 1. The b value is plus 3, and our c value is plus 2. You can hear me saying plus 1, plus 3, plus 2, because in this part of mathematics, plus and minus really does matter. Is that okay? Plus and minus really matter at this point. The second example we have is 3y squared minus 5y minus 2. In this second example, the a value is 3, which is plus 3. The b value is minus 5, which is the coefficient of y, and our constant, the c value, is minus 2. Is that okay? This is our third example, 5y squared plus 2y minus 3. The next example we have here is 12m squared minus 2m minus 10, followed by this last example, 25n squared minus 23n minus 2. All of these examples are quadratic expressions because they are in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. In quadratic expressions, the highest degree we have is 2. Is that okay? For this last example, our a value is plus 25, the b value is minus 23, and our c value is minus 2. Is that okay? Let's go to the next slide. You need to understand that quadratic expressions can be simplified by factorization. Okay? When we talk about factorization, we are simply saying we should break the expression down into its factors. When we simplify quadratic expressions, we are able to obtain the factors as follows. This is our example. We have simplify x squared plus 3x plus 2. Okay, in this expression, the a value, which is our coefficient of x squared, is plus 1. You cannot see it, but it is there, plus 1, because 1x squared in mathematics means 1x squared, and that is plus 1x squared. Are you following? For the b value, which is the coefficient of x, we have plus 3, and our c value is plus 2. So the first thing you will do is to find the product of roots, which is our a value multiplied by c value, and that is plus 1 multiplied by plus 2, which is 2, and also plus 2. Okay, now I can say 2 or plus 2, but if it is minus 2, I cannot say 2. You need to understand the concept of directed numbers in mathematics. Our next step is for us to find the sum of roots, which is simply our b value, and that is plus 3. So the next thing we'll do is for us to find two factors whose sum will be b, and that is plus 3, and the product is ac, which is plus 2. Is that okay? So the two factors that we add up to give us plus 3 and that will multiply each other to give us plus 2 are plus 1 and plus 2. Plus 1 times plus 2 is plus 2. Okay, that is 2 times 1. And then plus 1 plus plus 2 is 1 plus 2, and that is 3, which is plus 3. I'm particular about this plus and minus because it's very important you get the concept at this point. Is that okay? The next step is for us to substitute, as we have seen, x squared plus 2x plus x plus 2. Okay, and then you introduce brackets. It's just a way of simplifying it, as I have done. You put brackets after 2x and also before x, then you close your bracket. Okay, the next thing for us to do is to factorize. When you factorize, you bring out the highest common factor. For x squared plus 2x, the highest common factor is x, so you bring out x, remaining x plus 2, because x squared divided by x is x, 2x divided by x is 2. Do you understand? And for the second one, the highest common factor is 1, so you bring out your 1, remaining x plus 2. Are you clear with this? Now we have solved this. Our factors are x plus 1 and x plus 2. So we have these two questions as our class fun. Quickly attempt this and put your answers in the comment section. I'll be waiting to see your answers. And until then, until our next class, I remain Tutor Esther. Bye for now.